Today's video is going to be all about teaching your dog, in this case we've got Roxy as our test subject, how to do the trick playing dead. Now it's up to you what word you want to use for teaching your dog to play how to be dead or to lie down in a sort of like a bang position. There's loads of funny videos out on the internet of people sort of using their hands in a gun symbol and saying bang, and then their dog sort of falling over dramatically and playing dead. Well, that's sort of what I've tried to do with Rox, is teach her using that exact same method. But for all intents and purposes, you could say bananas and your dog would fall over and play dead. It doesn't matter, so long as they associate the word with getting a treat for doing the right action. So hopefully we'll try and sort of get things sorted, and we'll go by everything in a step-by-step fashion. Rox, you ready to start, Ted? Okay, so first things first, generally speaking, Roxy will not do any tricks if she hasn't got enough space around her. She's a bit of a cuddle muffin and she likes to have a lot of soft things around her. So for that purpose, we're going to be doing these tricks on the bed. There's lots of space around her. For some reason, I don't understand why, she does not like to do tricks on the hard floor. It has to be on a soft surface. Make sure that your dog is wide awake, unlike our little friend just here. She's tired after a long day, and make sure that they are looking at you. You will also want to have a large amount of their favourite treats, because that is what is going to motivate. Okay, the second step really is getting them into a down position, just like the one that Roxy is in here. Normally most dogs will happily sit down like this. This is something that they're comfortable doing. You'll see them resting by the fire or just chilling out on the carpet downstairs in this sort of a position. So if you're wanting to teach your dog how to do the bang or the play dead trick, this is the first sort of step, getting them into the down position. Well, the next step after that, I taught Roxy using this method. I'm going to tell you what it is. It may be the wrong method. I might have got it totally wrapped around my head, but it worked for Rox. I'm not saying it will work for every dog, but it certainly worked for our little girl. So what I did is this, and you're going to have to bear with me because my hand's going to be a bit shaky as I try and do this. And Roxy's actually going to resist this a little bit as well because I haven't got a treat in my hand. But I tended to just get her and roll her onto her side and give her a fuss, just like that. Now you can see she's wanting to get back up again there, but normally if I pop her on her side again, here we go, give her a nice old fuss, she's happy enough. So what I tended to do is, whilst I'd moved her and rolled her onto her side just like that, I'd give her a treat. So I'd go and bring a treat just down here, leave it, Rox, pop her on her side, good girl, get a treat, and give her a treat. Well, you can see little Rox has definitely got her attention spiked. And what I tend to do is just try and link the down command, slightly roll her onto her side, say bang, and give her the treat. Finally, after doing that enough times, I would then just say the word bang, and Roxy would begin to associate going down, rolling onto her side, and when she did that, I'd give her the treat. And finally, what I would then do is bring in the little hand gesture. The bang, like that. So let's see it all working together. I've got a nice little treat here for Rox to enjoy. It's just a nice piece of beef. And what I'm going to do is get her to sit up like this. Rox, bang. Stay there. Good girl, Roxy. Well done, well done. Now that doesn't necessarily always work with little Rox. There's lots of times where if I say bang to her, she'll just sit down or she'll look at me as if, what are you saying? But that's generally how it works. Now I know there are lots of other people that have got different methods. I've seen people try to do this. This also works. It doesn't work with Rox, but I've seen it work on other dogs, is where they try and get a treat and they roll it behind their head. And as you can see, Rox is just not interested in that, are you, Ted? And what tends to happen is they will bring their head back and over and they'll roll onto their side in order to get the treat. But unfortunately, that never worked with Rox. So when I looked at those training videos and tried it with her, she sort of stared back at me, much as she's staring at me now. What are you after? So, as I said, really, the thing that works in dog training for some does not necessarily always work for others. So for me, generally speaking, I just sort of tried to make up my own thing as I went along. Now, I don't think it's damaging to Rox for me to roll her onto her side. She's pretty used to it. I'll always give her a fuss, lots of different angles, and she knows that I mean her no harm, really. So I'll just show you once more that she's not really in any pain if I flip her onto her side. Just, well, I say flip her, gently push her or move her onto her side. She knows that she's going to get a nice fuss from me. And so I just tended to associate that sort of happy, nice feeling of being fussed with getting a treat, and then eventually associating it with the command, and then finally putting in that little hand movement, the bang as well. And it works brilliantly. We've done it at parties, we've done it when people have come over, guests, they must be bored stiff of seeing it. But I tell you what, it works a treat when she's downstairs on the rug and she's more than happy to give it a go. Rox, shall we try it one last time? I'm going to throw this treat off into the corner of the bed and then she's going to go and run and get it. When she's done that, she's going to come back. I'm sure she'll be wagging her tail and we'll see if we can get her into a bang straight away. You ready, Ted? Go get it. Rox, bang. See, she doesn't want to know. Bang. What are you wagging your tail for? Good girl, there you go, well done. Roxy, up, down, bang. Good girl, well done, little Rox. Good girl, Teddy. Good girl, well done, Mrs. Hey, what's up, Happy Bear? Hey, and this is a really important part as well, because at the end, they just want to come and give you a fuss, don't you? Hey, you want a fuss? Hey, you want a fuss? Come over then. Well done, Ted.